Hello channel viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on channel NITT. So recently I've got much more time to think and reflect what I want to do with my life. So I've come to realize that for the past few months I have become quite mindless. So I have been repeating cycles of work, rest, sleep. So not only does it already sound very boring to many of you, it is actually meaningless. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about what ENTJs need to do in order to succeed or to find meaning in life. And probably this may resonate with INTJs as well. So anyway, I do have a lot of INTJ friends. I do enjoy talking to INTJs on philosophical stuff. And one of the philosophical stuff is, what are human beings born for? To answer this question, we may want to compare the human being with other animals. What makes us so special in this animal kingdom? So one of the things that I think form the essence of being a human being is the ability to create. Unfortunately, human beings nowadays are becoming less and less creative because they are spending more and more time on consumption. Anyway, what has been created is meant for consumption, but the human being, the normal average human being, is consuming far too much and creating far too little. So if there were a God who created man, I think he would want man to create things as well. But look at most of us, we live from day to day not creating. We are just repeating things. Now, the word creation can be very broad. Every day you are creating. What? You're creating memories. But are these memories of any value? So I have been going to the casino, I have looked at the people, day by day, they are just repeating and repeating, though every game is different essentially, but there is no new value added to their creating of memories. Yes, you can win a major jackpot or you can win a jackpot, but there is nothing really much to the creation or to that of living. So whether you work, whether you will spend every day playing video games, or whether you just want to Netflix all day, you can claim that every day is different, but essentially you're no longer creating. There's no value added to your life. So when memory creation is concerned, you have already reached the saturation point. When we talk about creation, ENTJs, you are naturally creative, so are INTJs. So what should you create? Create something that is of value. But value on its own can be very subjective as well. We'll talk about that in some other episodes. So I need to divert a little bit by talking about society in general. The society is actually very unfair and very lopsided. The rich will only get richer and the poor will always remain poor. Why? Because we are in a capitalist world. The capitalist world or capitalism is designed for this, that the rich will only become richer. Similarly, those who are successful will only become more successful. Generally, this is the trend. And this is very true. If you look at all the successful YouTubers, they are only going to get more successful. This is quite obvious. After a YouTuber has gotten successful, they're going to get more followers. And with more followers, there will be more affiliate marketing for them. And with more resources, they can make better videos. So it only gets better and better. Why did I bring this up? Because this is a very important lesson for ENTJs and INTJs. A lot of times we want to succeed, but we don't manage to succeed. Why? Because we're not powerful enough. The powerful will only get more powerful. So if you are not powerful, then you will remain not powerful. Well, that sounds like a nursery rhyme. It is really true. The poor only gets poorer. So if you are not powerful to start off with, whether it's an organization or in society, then you need to strive to be powerful. If not, you won't be able to be successful. And in society, one of the most powerful tools that you can ever have is that of influence. So I've thought about it. Many people do have this misconception that ENTJs are immediately successful people, but no, there's a lot of struggle for ENTJs to be successful. So if there's going to be any recipe for success for the ENTJ or the INTJ, then the first step is always to start something constructive, start something revolutionary and creative. Don't do what other people are doing or what other people have already done. I think ENTJs, INTJs, you are meant for better. But in order for you to be successful creating, you have to create something of value to others. This requires you to think deeply into your subject matter. And the next ingredient that we need to have in this recipe is that we need to strive to be powerful, successful, and influential. Because without influence, without power, we do not really get things done. And this is the hard fact of life. So instead of relying on a person who is powerful and trying to leverage on his power, which is one way I think, you must eventually strive to be the powerful one yourself. So we may have very glorious memories of certain ENTJs because they have done good. But most of the ENTJs that have been famous, they started off really bumpy and could have been really unpopular at the start. But they showed that they could earn respect by doing the impossible. This is what I think should be the destiny of every ENTJ. So in my case, I'm going to set an example for myself to follow, and I'm going to do just that. What I have actually preached in today's episode. And fellow ENTJs and INTJs, I hope that this episode also strikes a chord in your heart. Okay, at Channel NITT, we produce a lot of MBTI videos such as this one. If you have enjoyed this video, do give us a like. If you have not already subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more MBTI, INTJ, ENTJ and fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.